Hi everyone, I'm Chef Mohammed from the Humane Society of the United States, and today we are making a white bean tikka masala bowl. This dish is very eye appealing and it's just full of flavor. Let's get started. So we're going to start off with our bean mixture. So into a food processor, we're going to add some cannellini beans, diced white onion, some minced garlic, a little bit of canola oil, tomato paste, some breadcrumbs, and over here we have turmeric, paprika, and dried oregano. And now we're going to pulse this until it's flaky. We're just going to pulse it a few times. We don't want to over combine this and turn it into a paste. We're just looking for a nice flaky consistency. You want to make sure you scrape down the sides. Just a couple more times. And that's it. We have a nice flaky consistency. We're going to transfer this to a bowl. So now what we're going to do is we're going to portion our mixture into 2-ounce skewers. So what I like to do is to first portion them out. I have a scale here. You can use a scale or you can use a 2-ounce scoop, whatever you like. And then once I portion them out, I like to tightly bind them on the skewer. Okay, so that's 2 ounces. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab a skewer, hold it from the bottom, and I'm just going to kind of go around and twist while I'm doing it. So you don't want to push too hard, you just want it all to kind of come together slowly. If you push too hard, the mixture will fall apart. And that is it. Look at that, it's a perfect skewer. We're just going to lay it on a hotel pan lined with parchment paper. And that's it. Over here we have our skewers. They look great. We're going to cover them up. We're going to place them in the cooler for at least 30 minutes, or they can also be frozen until service. Okay, and now it's time to cook off our skewers. I'm going to be using a stovetop here. You could bake these if you like. Just preheat your oven to 400 degrees Fahrenheit and bake them for around 20 minutes until they're nice and brown. So into a pan on medium-high heat, I'm going to add some canola oil. And once our oil is up to heat, we're going to add in our skewers. Now we're going to cook off our skewers for around 4 minutes on each side until they have a nice dark golden brown color. If you are cooking them from frozen, it'll most likely be around 6 minutes per side. So it's been about 4 minutes. Our skewers are looking nice and golden brown. We're now going to remove them from the pan. And that is it. Our skewers look great. They're nice and golden brown. We're just going to hold these hot until service. And now we're going to start with our tikka masala. So in a stock pot on medium-high heat, we're going to add in our canola oil. And now once our oil is up to heat, we're going to add in our white onions. And we're going to cook this down for around 4 minutes or until translucent. Okay, so it's been around 4 minutes. Our onions are now translucent. We're now going to add in our spices. So over here we have garam masala, ground ginger, ground turmeric, and ground paprika. And at the same time, we're also going to add some tomato paste. And we're just going to mix this up. And now we're just going to cook this down for around 4 to 5 minutes. Okay, that looks great. So now we're going to add the rest of our ingredients. Over here we have canned crushed tomatoes in its own juice. I have some fresh cauliflower florets, some frozen peas and carrots, and last we have some unsweetened soy milk. And we're just going to mix this all up. We want to bring this to a boil, and we want it to continue to boil for around 15 to 20 minutes until it's all nice and thick and all the flavors are all nice and incorporated. So our tikka masala is now to a boil. We want to leave it at a boil for around 15 to 20 minutes. You do want to be sure that you do stir it often. It doesn't have to be constantly, but just stir it often just to ensure that nothing burns and all the flavors are all nice and combined. And now it is time to plate our dish. So over here we have some cooked basmati rice. We're going to place about 1 cup. And on the other half of the plate, I'm going to add 1 cup of this beautiful tikka masala. And just look at that. That looks delicious as is, but we're going to take it a step further. We're going to top our plate with 2 of these skewers. And just look at that. That looks incredible, and the smell is out of this world. Over here we have our white bean tikka masala.